Live well, laugh often, love much. Live well, laugh often, love much. Dennis Parrish.
Fellow Toastmasters and our very honored guests, to me, to summarize what life is all about as concisely as I can, live well, laugh often, love much. I find that real easy to say. I also find it very easy to find a prop that says that for me. I find it a difficult way to live. So what I'm going to try and do tonight, I'm going to assume you'd like to improve your capacity to live this way the way I would. I'm going to first introduce you to three of my friends who I think get it. Then I'm going to suggest some resources. I'd like to start by seeing if everybody can say it that thinks this is important. On one, we'll say live well, laugh often, love much. Live well, laugh often, love much. The first friend, and I want you to put your imaginations on here because I don't really have my friends with them, but I'm going to put myself in their shoes and tell their story and how it relates to me. My first friend is Edgar. Edgar is 92 years old, has lived in a retirement community the last 6 years that has varying level of services. He's still in the independent living section. He moved there because his wife of over 60 years needed more help than he could give her, but they wanted to stay together. And also, they wanted to be able to establish a new community of friends that if their health got better or worse, that they could still have the same friends. My name is Edgar. I'm 92 years old, and I am still feisty. I've been blessed with a good body. I can still do things that many of my much younger friends can't do. You're asking me, Dennis, what happened? You're trying to verify what I did last Thanksgiving to try and lighten things up. I had a table about like this. We have a countertop, and I jumped up on it and landed cleanly. I wore a cape on my back, and I painted a mask around my eyes like the Lone Ranger style. I didn't want to mess with the cotton, but I wanted the image and the look. And so I'm this trash-talking 92-year-old that comes in with a cape and jump on the table and land flat. Yes, I can do that. You asked me to show you. Respectfully, let me submit, I don't do that for the amusement of the likes of you. I do it for a bigger purpose. Also, I can't do that on a whim. I've got to go in training. Since I've been here, I've done that 11 times. 10 times with a perfect landing. One time where I stumbled a little bit, but landed on the table without falling. Have I ever practiced? You bet I do. Every time before I do it, I practice. Why do I do it? Well, first, it's because my beloved wife liked it when I could do things she couldn't. She got great enjoyment out of that. And I like to show off. But after she passed away, some of the other residents said, when are you going to do that again? And I realized that there was something more to it than just showing off. That when I do something like that, a little part of every one of them does it too. And so I want to do that. I enjoy it, they enjoy it, it gets talked about. They talk to my friends like the Youngs that you came to visit, talk to you. But it's one of the things that I can do to make this world a little better. I won't be able to do that always, but I've already got my next plan in place. And that's to do a karate chop and break a 2x4 over cement blocks. I will probably do that while I can still jump, so it's not a sad passing, it's just to add a little variety to how I live the spirits. The next person I'd like to introduce you to and I'm not going to try and change my voice or any of that, but it's one of my neighbors who I see periodically at our neighborhood pool. Her name is Carolyn, and she's just past 40 and trying to lose the baby fat from her last child. Okay, Carolyn. I'm doing my best swimming of my life now, and it's just because I've got a renewed enthusiasm. You asked me, how am I able to do the best swimming of my life at this age? And I thought, and I thought, and I thought, and I finally decided there's only one possible explanation. Cellulose floats. It's great to be able to maintain a sense of humor about yourself. The third I'd like to introduce you to is my son Kevin, who I taught to play baseball, especially the fielding. I was Mr. Good Field, no hit. I played softball until I was over 40, and then I turned loose of it and started helping him play baseball. You can't do both at the same time. One summer, I said, Kevin, when you come home, I'm going to have a chance to play a couple of times this summer. I loaned him my glove for his intramural college play, because his gloves were smaller, baseball gloves, not suitable for playing softball. So he said, you've got to win it back. Okay, that was a nice challenge, but he had two ideas in place. One was he didn't want me to embarrass myself. I hadn't had the glove on for a while. Two, he wanted to go through the same motions for how I taught him to play. And three, he wanted to say thank you to me for what I'd done. The resources I'd like to suggest, I've got a DVD, The Bucket List. I've got it loaned out, but I thought this would give you the idea, where men were planning their last time here on earth, knew it was the end and wanted to think of all the other times. I hope most of you have seen it. And then the book I would like to recommend for you is 1 Month to Live, which is a 30-day, day-by-day program to help put you in the right direction toward living life the way you'd like to. Madam Toastmaster.